Hi, I'm Emily, the creative director for Heartfelt Creations. The Sweet Juliet collection is amazing. With this collection, you're going to get a die that you can create amazing flowers that are very dimensional. You can do some really feminine flowers, but you can also create some kind of like vintagey masculine flowers. I don't know if there's something like masculine flowers, but anyway. So with this collection, we're going to show you some quick tips so you can join me and we'll have some fun together. This is the Sweet Juliet die. With this die, you get 2 flowers and 1 leaf, and you could use this as a snowflake, but it was designed to be used as a flower. So with this one, I cut 1 of each size, and the first thing that I'm going to do is show you a quick little coloring technique that gives you some texture and dimension. So I'm just using a maroon colored ink and using a sponge dauber and adding a little bit of color to that flower center. See how that looks? So that just adds a little bit of texture and dimension. Now at this point you can lay this aside and we'll move this so that we can shape the flower. Now when you're shaping this flower, I'm using my molding mat with a stylus, and I'll give this a little bit of pressure on each petal. When you do this, it makes it, when you round this to attach it with a brad in the center, that it moves in a circular motion very easily. So at this point we're ready to add this brad in the middle, and I will press the brad through from the front. And then we'll go back and pop these over the brad. This makes a very quick flower. Now usually when I do this flower, I add at least 2 layers. I like it best when you add the small and the large one together. So with this one, it's pretty foolproof. If you can attach a brad and follow the little holes around the ends of each petal, you're good to make the flower. This one's also really pretty in vellum and glitter. But you just press that apart, and this is how it looks with 1 layer. Now what you'll see on this layout, I added a lot of different layers. This is both sizes of the flower, a tattered blossom, and then 2 sizes in the background. When I did this, I basically laid out 2 of the small flowers like this. Then I added 1 of our tattered blossoms right in the center. Then I added this one in the middle, and then you can add those little leaves around it. So on this layout, you'll see it has a lot of texture detail with all the leaves, and if you look at this, you could also use this for a card, so you can pick this apart. So this layout was done with the Antiquity paper collection, and it's just amazing all the different detail and dimension you can achieve with it. The stamps in the Sweet Juliet collection are amazing. The postcard pre-cut set has so much potential. I like doing just a vintage effect with this. Here's a sample that we did with this card, and I love the effect of the very vintage florals with the postcard stamp in the background. So that's the first stamp I've got. And then we have the Blessing to Me stamp, and with this one I just used a card front from the Antiquity paper collection, added the flower, and stamped this on vellum in the background. Isn't that stunning? Then we have the Recovery Wishes set with this image. I love that image. You can put like little micro beads and flower soft and all that fun stuff with it. So that's a fun set to work with. And then we've got this Thinking of You and this floral. With this one, the Thinking of You works very cool. You can cut this out in circles and then have this banner going around the side, and then you've got this floral right beside it. This is the die from the ornamental add-on, and then the Timeless Amore die in the background. The Congratulations and this spray are from the Juliet spray set. I like to stamp this in the background, and then I like to add the flower to the top, and that makes a very quick card. You could also add this to the side and you have a nice congratulations. Then with the Moments with You set is a circular set that I like to add the flowers to the top, and you'll see on this layout we just stamped it in a plain black on the background, and then we added these flowers to the top, which just made a stunning masterpiece on the layout. But you could also just dissect this and use this on a card as well. In the bottom of this layout, we used the border from the Christmas tree die, which I thought was just perfect for this scrapbook layout. So these are the stamps in this collection. You'll have so much fun with them, and then we'll go into looking at all the different papers and using micro beads on some of the card fronts. This is a sheet from the Antiquity Paper Collection. It has 6 card fronts on them, and this makes super easy and quick cards. So you'll see that all 6 of these cards were made with this collection. It was super easy with just a lot of the flowers cut out and layered on top, and this was all from one sheet of paper. So we're going to show you how you can quickly add some little micro beads to this image. So what you'll want to do is select a card front of your choice from the Antiquity Paper Collection, and then take your dry clear glue with the metal tip and just add little dots of glue all over that image, and do it very quickly. Don't really think about it, just have some fun with it. When you're doing this for the first time, sometimes it feels like a little bit awkward, but just go for it. It's very quick and easy. You can use micro beads, you could use flour soft, you could even do glitter, so whatever strikes your fancy. So just do a couple quick dots of glue, and then you can sprinkle those micro beads all over the top. Micro beads are so much fun. They bounce all over the place. I'm sure that your cats and dogs would like to play with it too. So you've got your little micro beads all over the top, and as you can see in this sample, you have those flowers that you can quickly add, and you have a great project for a friend. The Antiquity Paper Collection comes with 24 double-sided papers and 2 sheets of each design. It has a lot of card fronts, 6x6 panels, and then you also have the 12x12 and 2 accent sheets. So this paper is made of very neutral color combinations. You can cut these panels apart and very quickly create card fronts, or if you don't like the card fronts, you can easily use the back side, which is very, very neutral. So this collection has 3 12x12 sheets with 6x6 panels, and these panels are great for your card making or for layering for your layouts. The last sheets in this collection are more neutral, and then we have the black, the browns, the creams, which make a very neutral palette for any of your card making or scrapbooking. The last 2 sheets have these accents that are just beautiful to cut apart, neutral on the back, and then you end it with a 2x3 panels that you can use for journaling or for your cards. I just add some quick flowers to the top and some fun things like that. So you have fun with your Antiquity card collection.